Hello everybody, my name is Strange Eli, and I am filming in this trailer again, but this is going to be a shorter video, just to kind of talk about what I've been doing recently. So, I'm in college, as most of you know. I shoot a lot of my videos in college, and that's not going to change, but I did change my class this quarter, and so last quarter I was doing this class called Madness and Creativity, which was all about how people who are creative are also sometimes crazy and vice versa, and how that's kind of portrayed in media, not only in books and poems, but also in movies. So like we would read about Edgar Allan Poe or some other Russian author that I can't think of off the top of my head right now, and we'd watch movies like Sunset Boulevard, and to try to figure out, you know, the connection between madness and creativity. And that class is the reason why videos like Paranoia and X were made, even though I would have wanted to make those videos anyways. But now I'm in a class called The Social Gaze, and it's about sociology in media and how we can use media and kind of analyzing of media to kind of figure out the hidden meanings behind certain properties. Most recently we watched The Lion King, in which most people believed that the hyenas were representations of African American, kind of lower class people, because they were violent and portrayed as kind of stupid. And I'm not going to go into sort of my arguments because I don't want to make this into a 50-minute long video. The class is split into two halves, with a little bit of a bridge in between, and it's split into creative writing and improv. The creative writing aspect is closer to more sociology focused, with a lot of writing and reading and analyzing and all that sort of fun stuff. But the improv part is pretty self-explanatory and honestly doesn't really have much to do with the class, and it's about improv. So figuring out how to tell a story sort of on the spot, without, you know, any construction or prior kind of building of an idea or anything like that. It's very much sort of just on the spot, spontaneity, used in a storytelling form for either comedic purposes or anything like that. So one of the games that we play in improv, because the class is very kind of game and exercise oriented, is this game that I believe we call just Freeze. And what it's supposed to be is that you have two people, so you have like me and another person, and we'll be acting out a scene just off the top of our head, and then someone from the audience will say freeze, and when they do that, they can come up and sort of tag us out, and they have to take that same position that we were in when they said freeze, improvise a scene that justifies the position that I was standing in. So this is like a hilarious game. It offers a lot of room for just really funny moments. But so I was playing it, right? And I was thinking like the whole time about like, when could I go in? When can I say freeze? And, you know, take over for someone. And there was 3 times in which I did it, and one of the times is kind of why I'm making this video. We were playing freeze, and someone was improvising a scene in which they were kind of throwing a temper tantrum, so their hands were out and one of their feet were up, in sort of like a Captain Morgan position. And so when I said freeze, and I was walking up there because I was excited, because I was like, this has so many possibilities. I'm gonna go up there, it's gonna happen. And I went up there, and I got in the position, and I just choked. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was like, I almost started sweating, just like, oh no, like I didn't think about what I was gonna do. It's like a whole 3 or 4 seconds, which of course at the time felt like hours. Finally, I was like, oh fuck, I got dog shit on my shoe, and then like I was like trying, you know, grabbing a stick and like, you know, pretending to kind of scrape it off my foot. And so at the time it was embarrassing, and, you know, rightfully so, and it was fine. But I realized afterwards that it's not that really big of a deal, because I feel like most of the people that were in that class are in that class because they don't have any idea what to do about improv. This kind of video was just sort of to say, to try new things. If it doesn't work out the first time, that's okay, because there are other people who have failed a million times before you have. if it doesn't work for you the first time, that doesn't mean that you have to stop and that you can keep trying. I suck at this improv thing. Trust me, guys, if you saw me like on stage, you'd be like, oh shit, here he is about to just completely suck at this, and it would be horrible, right? But it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop, because improv is something that I think is hilarious, and I think that it's going to help me a lot with storytelling, even with like my more scripted things, and it can help me sort of round out the edges of dialogue when I'm writing that, and you know, it makes everything kind of flow better. So it's going to help me a lot. But of course, at the beginning, I was failing doing it well, so yeah, so that's going to be kind of it. I know this is a really short video, but I just wanted to be kind of concise. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If they bring back the rating system, go ahead and give it 5 stars, but we all know what they won't, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.